You know, guys, every time I see a precious little 14, 15, 16-year-old girl with purple hair and tattoos on her forehead and spikes through her nose and leather and boots and chains and all the things that go with it, just look at her like she was your daughter. And that somehow she was estranged from you. And that you finally found her. Love her. Love them. Some people have come telling me how I ought to start a church and ought to do this and ought to do that and ought to be really strict here and really strict there. And I always ask them this question. Okay, in all of this, how do I reach the guy with 16 earrings in his ear? Because if your way of doing church won't allow me to do that, I'm not adopting your way of church. Yes, I want my children to be separate from the world. Yes, I want to protect their innocence and all sorts of things. But I have been called to go out into the world and not just love my family, but love the world. And the worst, where would you be right now? If Christ had not come into your life, I would either be a suicidal drunk or I would be in hell because I'd already taken my life. You see, brothers, yes, we need to do church differently, but don't do it so differently according to your personal whims. Do it according to the Scriptures. And when you even do it according to the Scriptures, don't lock out the people who most need what you have. Oh, man, just love them all. Get them all in there. That's why Charles Spurgeon is my favorite preacher of all time. Oh, Lord, save the elect and elect some more. He wanted them all saved. And there's nowhere in the Bible where I read that can't happen in my generation. Now I want to say one last thing very quickly. The brother touched on it last night in a beautiful way. God spent so much time building that trellis in the Old Testament, and He warned Moses, the writer of Hebrews tells us, to be careful. We're not working with a temple. We're working with branches. We're working with children of God. We're working with the bride of Christ.